This video is based on OAuth tutorial on Developer Works website. So please feel free to refer for details or if you are stuck anywhere. We need a shared secret file, simple AA information file, and a self-signed private and public key pair. You can either download them from IBM website or handcraft them. On website the certs might have been expired, so just please be careful. Now let's start creating what client profile. What client profile, add, name it password credential. We are going to start with the grant type of resource owner password credential. um, let's check this one. So instead of generating a random secret, we can enter simple password. And the scope we are going to use is get account. We need a shared secret for exchanging the keys. Shared secret key. Yeah, that's about creating auth client profile. We'll create client group, auth client group. Add. Okay, now we can move on to creating AAA policy. Name this one password credential as well. Identity extraction. So we're going to supply username, password, the header, and implement what password credential. Authentication, we're going to use for this video. We're going to use AAA information file. Upload. Okay, for resource extraction, we have to specify what metadata. And for authorization, again we are going to use AAA information file. Yeah, that's it. Yeah. Now we'll move on to creating web token service. I'm going to use wizard because it's going to auto generate the document processing policy. Web token, web token service, add wizard. Password credential, next. Here I'll have to choose port. and to create TLS profile. So please bear with me. This is a little bit time taking. This is key, so I selected a private key. Yes, attach the cert. Okay, let's just check if it is up. Yeah, it's good. Add this one. So it's on 5010. Next. AAA policy, select the one we have just created. Done. So there's a web token service that has been created, which is running on 5010 port. We can quickly test this one and try to generate access token. Uh, curl, okay, I have curl command here. Curl -k is to ignore the HTTPS server authentication. So this is the name of the client OAuth client profile. This is the password that I have selected. Grant type is password. Username password. This matches, the default AAA information file. The scope that we're using is get client. It's taking a while for some reason. Okay, we got the access token. This means WTC is working fine. Now we'll create a simple XML firewall and use this same AAA policy and check out our use this access token and see how it authorizes the call. Okay, go back here. Now some XML firewall. What I'm going to use 2011. Response will be passed through. Request type will be non-XML, and this loop back. Create new policy. To client to server. I'm going to reuse this XML firewall for various grant types. Let's create this. This is going to be client credential. URL. I'm going to use this password credential. Okay, so I just created one simple basic gateway script file, which will basically which will basically output just success. Okay, before we attach AAA here, let's test this out on this port. Go back here. Well, this is still HTTP. So yeah, so this is working file as server profile. So credential. Now what configuration is complete. So if I try to test now, so failed to verify OAuth information. So now if we use the access token that was generated earlier, or let's regenerate the access token. This is the access token. Grab it from here to here. Yeah. So it didn't work when here it did not work because we didn't give the bearer token. Now we give the bearer token. It's working. This demonstrate the OAuth 2.0 implementation using resource owner password credential grant type. Next, we'll look at client credential grant type. That's very similar um, with um, with little bit tweaks. Yeah. So we'll create a new client profile. So what client profile? Here we're going to use client credential. This is of type client credential. Rest of the thing will remain same. So we're going to use password. Scope is data font. Shared secret. I'm going to reuse the same thing. Yeah, that's it. Client credential and we'll have to create a AAA policy and sorry, my computer is a bit slow. Client credential identity extraction is just what this time. Password client credential. Authentication, we're going to pass it on to the authorization step. So pass identity token to authorization phase. Resource extraction is again what metadata. Authorization, we're going to use the a information file. So I'll quickly show you what is there in the information file. So you might have noticed I used this username and password for the password credential grant type. So this is the this is being used for authorization. Now for client credentials, so we didn't use any authenticate step. We are just passing the token to authorization step, wherein we are using input type. This should be PWD. This is client cred, I suppose. Yeah. This should be the name of the client profile. Yeah, client cred. Yeah, client cred. Get account allow. Yeah, we'll upload this one. Let it upload this guy. Sorry, I had to overwrite. All right. So authorizing using the information file. This is this one. Authenticate we are passing on. Identity extraction is both. Okay, this piece is done. Now we'll generate web token service. Web token service. Add. This will use 5012. We'll use the same profile. Client credential. Done. So we can quickly test this one. I want to. This is client password is password. Grant type is this one. We don't need this guy. Scope get account. So if everything goes fine, we should get access token. Yeah, that's good. So this is of type credential. I'll take this one. I'm going to use the same XML firewall. But we'll this match rule. I haven't created the match rule, so we'll create this match rule. So the web token service is working fine. So we are now able to get access token using client credential grant type. Go back to the XML firewall. I'm going to add a new rule for client credential. So I'm going to add new rule. Client credential. Client credential. Now client credential. I'm going to reuse the same gateway script is yeah, let's test this one. This is the XML firewall client credential. Boom. So we are now seen two grant types: resource owner password credential and password client credential. Yeah. So that's it. If you have any questions, please feel free to comment under here. Also, if you refer developer works tutorials, yes, they're very handy. Hope that's useful for you. And in the next video, I'm going to cover remaining grant types. Thank you. Happy learning.